This is, I started the video or the recording just because you gotta, the people that are watching at home have to, get in on this action too, so, yeah. Well, no. All right, so first step is we have to determine which way it opens. Which way does this particular hyperbola open? Up and down, because y squared comes first, x squared comes after. So it's an up. So it's an up down. Center. Where is the center of this hyperbola? 2 comma negative 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Center right there. Everybody with me so far? What is our a value for this function? How much? 2, because a is underneath x. So a squared is underneath x, the x squared. So 4 is a squared, which means 2 is a. That means left and right 2. Oh man, so nice. Okay. B, what's our b value? 5. That means we're going to go up and down 5. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5. Box built. Okay. Asymptotes. The asymptotes? Yeah. These ones, like to make the equations or just to draw? Equations? Okay. These equations should have been really easy to do. Why? Anybody see it? While you're figuring out why these equations are so easy, I'm going to say that the slope of the 2 asymptotes are plus and minus 5/2, correct? So now, this is not me showing off. This is me being smart, and T-Swizzle's going to exactly back this up. The first equation of the asymptote is y equals 5/2 x minus 2, 4, 6, 8. The other one is y equals negative 5/2 x plus 2. Why is that easy, T-Swizzle? Because this one side of your box is on the y-axis. So that means that since we're going corner to corner, that means that those 2 corners are your 2 y-intercepts. Okay? So that's why I said when I started building the box, I'm like, oh, too easy, because I put the edge of the box on the y-axis. Okay? Utilize those little things. Yesterday, we had an example where the center was on the y-axis. That was the y-intercept then for both of those. Okay? So utilize those things. Okay? Since it opens up and down, that means that our vertices are top and bottom edges of the box. So that would be at the points 2, 2, and 2, negative 8. Agree with that? That then allows us to draw in scroll down a little bit here. Oh, yeah. Then lastly, we have c squared is a squared plus b squared. So that is 4 plus 25. So c squared is 29, which means c is the square root of 29. Since it's up and down, that means that we're going to add and subtract the c value to the y part, 2 comma negative 3 plus minus square root 29. Square root of 29 is a little bit more than 5, so my foci are there. And questions, comments, concerns, clarifications? On tomorrow's quiz, you will have to graph a couple of hyperbolas and then come up with all of the stuff to go along with it. So, as has been tradition low this last month, Thursday is backwards day. Actually, we only had one non-backwards day on Thursday because we had it on Wednesday because we didn't have class on Friday. So, last day of learning the hyperbola is backwards day. So I want the equation of the hyperbola described, and here is the descriptions that I gave you. So these is all that I'm giving you, and out of all of that, I want you to give me the equation of the circle. Of the hyperbola. Okay. Well, let's go with what we know. So we know that the vertice is at 0, comma, negative 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there is one vertex. The other vertex is at negative 4, comma, negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. Would you agree with said scenario so far? Okay. Based off of just that, which way does my hyperbola open? Why, Kate? What? My vertices are aligned left and right. Yep. So if it opens left and right, my vertices are going to be aligned left and right. If it opens up and down, my vertices are going to be aligned vertically. So based off of just that, I know that its opening is left-right. Now that I know that it's a left-right opening hyperbola, I know then that my equation is going to be x minus h quantity squared over a squared minus y minus k quantity squared all over b squared equals 1. Because remember, the equations are different. Because of my vertices being in those two spots, do I know where the center is? Where? Negative 2 comma negative 4? Halfway between them, right? Okay. So my center is at negative 2 comma negative 4. I would agree with that. Based off of the center now and the two vertices, what other tidbit do I know? H and K, and which one? We know A, because A is the horizontal distance from our center to the edge of the box. So A is going to be 2. So I've got H, it's -2. I've got K, it's -4. And I've got A, it's +2. The only thing left that I need is B. Okay? So we learned earlier this week that the slope of the asymptotes, because I have the slope of the asymptotes, was plus or minus B over A. Agree with that? Well, it told me in the problem that the slope of the asymptotes was plus or minus 3, and that's going to equal plus or minus B over, I already know what A is. A is 2. So what number divided by 2 gets me 3? 6. So B has to be 6. See how I got that? What do you?
I did it different, but I got.
How'd you do it?
Well, I used the slope, and I just went up 3 over 1.
Until you got to the edge of the box?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That was the other way to do it. So what she did is she used a slope of +3, so she went up 1, 2, 3 over 1. Still not on the edge of the box yet. So up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. So that point right there is the corner of the box. And then that allows you to figure out that this distance here is B. Yep, that works too. Now we have enough information, correct? Okay. So because we just had to write the equation, that's all we had to do. I like that. So because we've got this, so it's x minus -2, so that's like x plus 2, quantity squared, all over a squared, 2 squared is 4, minus quantity y minus k. K was -4, so that's plus 4, quantity squared, all over, 36 equals 1. Now I don't remember if on the back side of your homework, if I then had you go back and find other things. I did on the other one. Actually, no, it just says write the equation. It just says write the equation. I just gave you other spots to fill, but I'm only looking on the back side of your homework. I'm only looking for the actual equation. If you want to fill in all that other stuff, you can fill in all that other stuff. With me? All right. Oh, double tap. You try that one. All right. So I got a vertice at 2, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a vertice there. I got a vertice at 2, -1. I got a vertice there. Which way does it open? Up, down. So because it opens up, down, that's a y minus k, quantity squared, all over b squared, minus x minus h, quantity squared, all over a squared, equals 1. Right? halfway between those two is going to be the center, right? So that puts my center at 2, 2. That means that my B value is 3. Yes? Okay. Then it said that if we go up here, so the square root of 34 is almost 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and almost 6. Would put my foci there. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, almost right there. Which means that this value right here is the square root of 34, and that value is my, not c squared, just c. Yep, that is just c. So when I go to c squared equals a squared plus b squared, c squared is going to be 34. I don't know what a squared is yet, but b squared is going to be 9. Which makes my a squared value 25. That now gives me enough information to write y minus 2 quantity squared all over 9 minus x minus 2 quantity squared all over 25 equals 1. Swizzle, is that what you got?
Yep.
See? Knew I didn't have to check it. Okay. Tomorrow's quiz will have on it graphing hyperbolas, finding the equation of hyperbolas. It will have on it graphing ellipses. It will have on it finding the equation of ellipses. It will have on it circles, graphing circles, finding the equation of circles. It will have on it maybe a graphing of a parabola. I don't think that there is a graph or a finding the equation of a parabola. Summative tomorrow. Yep. Okay. But not for a while. But you get your supplemental note sheet. You can use your supplemental note sheet. You still got 3 more weeks on this stuff. Yeah. We're done with the conics, but now, so the next topic, so next week's topic is all of the conics mixed up, and you got to figure out what's what based off of their characteristics, which you already know, you just don't know it. Okay? Then the week after that is systems of conics, like where we're gonna have like a circle and a parabola. Where do they intersect? You know, that kind of a thing. And then we gotta study for the test, and then we gotta study for the final. Okay.